You are Locked On Rockets Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Houston on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Those of you listening to this on the Locked On Rockets audio feed, I'm sorry that you can't get the visual right now. Just going to let my face say the words for me for a second. That was a lot of fun. Oh, Warriors, Warriors, TikTok Warriors. Oh, no, you're going to win in 5. Oh, no, maybe we'll win in 6. Back up. No. Guess what? He's coming back to Houston, baby. Game 7 at the Toyota Center on Sunday as the Houston Rockets take down those vaunted, scary Warriors. Oh, it feels so nice, doesn't it? It feels so nice to come on here and have something great to talk about. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight on the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Oh, man. Only the second time in franchise history that the Rockets have won a road game against the Golden State Warriors. And yeah, that's not a great history, but you know what? I don't care. You had to win tonight, and that young group went out there, and they made a statement for a second consecutive game. And they, Warriors. I'm sorry, I'm going to do that a lot tonight. Warriors. Guess what? You're going back to Houston, losing the 2 straight. And this Houston Rockets team with all these young guns, look like they got your number right now. Oh, Warriors. That's just too bad. Too bad. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Rockets Postcast. I'm your host, Michael Connor. If you can't tell, I'm in a very good mood, as I'm sure all of you guys are. I did not even have to worry about we did not even watch the Astros game tonight. I just decided it was just a Rockets night tonight. We're just doing Rockets for good reason. We stuck to the winner tonight. Man, oh man, feels good. Tonight's episode of this Locked On Rockets Postcast brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at Locked On NBA, at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. I just want to just sit here for like 15 minutes and just smile into the camera. It's not over. There's still something big in front of you, which is a Game 7. But for tonight, baby, let's just soak this one in. It feels good. What will we be talking about more than anything else from this one? I'll tell you what it is.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I'll tell you what we'll be talking about. The Rockets have figured out how to make the Warriors not lethal. That's what you're walking away from this. When you go back and you run through the games in this series, 95-85, Game 1, Golden State takes that one. Rockets take Game 2, 109-94. Golden State takes Game 3, 104-93. I think they scored like 6 of those points in the last minute of the game. 109-106 in Game 4. Golden State takes that one. 131-116 Rockets in Game 5, and then 115-107 tonight. But if you just watch these games with your eyeballs, which I don't think Golden State Warriors do typically, Golden State Warrior fans do typically, because we get a bunch of them in the comments tonight. There's been that. If you just watch these games, you credit Golden State for their 3 wins. They've got 3 wins. You can't take away wins from a team. They won those games. But even in those games, for a vast majority of those games, the Rockets were the better team on the floor. And for as good as Golden State can be, Jimmy Butler's pretty fantastic. He's pretty efficient. He is a great flopper, like James Harden. We don't talk enough about guys that just draw fouls from ticky-tacky crap. Butler's right up there with them. But credit to him. He knows how to work the system. Steph Curry is just a shot chucker in this series. That's all he does. It's just shot chuck. It's fantastic. I love it. He's out there he's just throwing up 32. He has no chance. He cannot get open at the 3-point line. He's having to take 33-foot shots outside the arc. And he's missing all of them. Dear sports gods, I'm not asking you to curse this team now for what I just said, because I know that he can hit them consistently. But man, that's what they've turned him into. He's got nothing in his game other than trying to drive, can't do that, and then he can't get shots that are open, and he's having to chuck these crazy shots from way beyond the arc. I mean, they have turned them, I'm telling you, into a non-lethal basketball team. And the Rockets have come out, and they did it again tonight. They've taken care of their business in terms of what they have to do offensively. As a team tonight, the Rockets shoot the ball well for the second consecutive game, 46% from the field, 43 from three. And they knock down 75% of their foul shots. The game wasn't oh so perfect. Like, it wasn't a perfect game compared to, like, the other night, but it was close. And it was close because they make the statement. And again, I think what you're talking about from this one more than anything else is that they came out in the fourth quarter. And, you know, this is winning time. This is on the road. This is hostile environment. That crowd is annoying. And I even heard Amin Thompson after the game on the post-game interview on Space City Home Network with Vanessa Richardson say, if she asked him about, you know, what it was like to silence that crowd, he goes, man, good, because they're annoying. Yeah, they are. They are annoying. And, you know, you could go into those kind of situations and, you know, let it overwhelm you, let it do whatever, and they didn't. They went out there and they won the game. And they won it handily. They went out and outscored Golden State in that fourth 29-23. And it's not like they shot the ball incredibly well, but you know what they did? They hit the vast majority of their foul shots. And they played great defense. Golden State didn't score for like 5+ minutes in the fourth quarter. This is the potential that we've all seen. And I think that's, look, when you go down in the series 3-1, I think we all got frustrated by it. Because I think we all knew that this team was better than what they were doing. And tonight, for the second consecutive game, they played like that. And I appreciate you guys being up, by the way, on a Friday night. And even, look at this. We got Rich over in the UK watching the show. Where are you watching the show from tonight? Or this morning, wherever it is. Where are you celebrating the win from? Throw it in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and guess the UK is probably the furthest away we'll get. That's a good 5 a.m. wake-up call, or whatever time you had to wake up over there in the UK to watch this. What are you, about 6 hours behind us here in Houston? So 8, don't maybe do math, like 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty early. No, I was wrong. We got some in Turkey. We got some in Istanbul over there. Thank you. I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to pronounce your name. I've never been to Turkey. Would love to go one day. Appreciate you guys tuning into the show tonight. What a win. All up and down the board. Everybody deserves a little bit of something. From Amin Thompson, does his thing. And Dylan Brooks didn't do a lot tonight, actually. Alpy, he hit some tremendous shots, grabbed some very significant rebounds, poured in 21 points. Jalen Green had some free throws. Like, he didn't do a lot else. Fred VanVleet has been awesome. He's been absolutely big game Fred. I'm not going to talk about the other guy yet that had a big night tonight. All right, this is crazy, but I'll talk about him here in a second. We even got y'all tuning in from Korea, too. So thank you for that. We're worldwide. From New Zealand. Hey, guess what? New Zealand theme coming up here in just a couple of seconds. Because let's talk about who is the biggest baller in this game tonight. Who is the player of the game tonight? I'll tell you that here in just a brief second on the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Right now, though, I want to remind you guys about your money. Ever go check your bank account And wonder where did all your money go? Between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all of your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. You can, of course, manage your money with your partner, which is always fantastic and it's smoother than ever. You can track shared accounts, personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. You'll absolutely love the Monarch app. You'll realize how much you were spending on food delivery possibly when you get in there, and it'll budget smarter and save more. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONNBA at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. Code LOCKEDONNBA for half off your first year. Oh, Warriors, you lose. The Rockets win tonight. And we got more of you guys. This show is worldwide. We've got Germany. We've got Australia. We've got the UK. Did I click the Australia one? You guys are all over the place. I said New Zealand a few minutes ago. Absolutely thrilled to have you all here to celebrate a Rockets win. Rockets worldwide. Nobody, as they say, the Rockets are the Globe's team. That's what I've heard, at least. Nobody likes the Golden State Warriors. Nobody likes Steph Curry. We even got Russia tuning in, apparently. I did not know that we had YouTube in Russia. That's cool. We got everybody all over the place. And you know what all of us can agree on tonight? I'm pretty confident in. No disrespect to anybody else that's watching or that played in the game tonight, but who the player of the game is.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Tonight, for me, this is a very simple choice. He is the man from New Zealand. He is Steven Adams. He was tremendous tonight. Played the most minutes he has played in a game this season. And I think that that's a really cool thing when you got to think about the big picture for him. This is a guy that had a just absolutely horrific leg injury. And you know what's really funny is I was thinking about this today because I was reading, in the morning when I get up. I will say this. You want a secret into my life? Something I've done recently. I've deleted social media off my phone. It's been the greatest thing I've ever done. Seriously, it's been awesome. So when I get up in the morning, instead of doom scrolling social media to meet my breakfast, I read articles or I read my books that I'm typically reading. Yeah. I'm trying to be a better person. But I'm reading this article, and this is totally random, about the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're, needing to get a big man. Now, for the offseason, Rockets absolutely have to be worried about the Los Angeles Lakers coming in and trying to get Steven Adams. Remember, I just say that because they tried to get him at the deadline. They called the Rockets to see if he's available. Could you imagine if they had traded Steven Adams at the deadline? That would have been horrible. Absolutely horrible. But he climbed all the way back from this horrific leg injury. And not only has he played better as the season's gone, he's been a force. He's a freak of an offensive rebounder. He's a bully out there. He is everything personified in what Ime Udoka and the Rockets want out there on the floor. A leader, everything. And I have had an awesome time watching him play this season as the backup center. And now he's kind of blossomed his way into it with Alpi to where these guys playing together really works out. And it creates a matchup nightmare for the opponent. And honestly, I don't know if you're going to go into any other game the rest of this playoffs and not think that, look, as long as Steven Adams can handle it physically, you're going to run that lineup out there as much as possible. Steve Kerr has, and that's what's so crazy about the way that this series has gone. In what world in years past would Steve Kerr ever go to hack a strategy with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and for a while there, Kevin Durant, all the guys they've had throughout those years, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Andrew Wiggins. They've had so many guys. That's how desperate Steve Kerr is. He is employing the hack a strategy. And you know what's not happening? It's not working. Because one, Steven Adams is getting into a rhythm and he's hitting his foul shots. And two, his team is buns when it comes to rebounding. And the Rockets are just outbeat twice tonight on getting second chance opportunities off of a Steven Adams free throw miss. Adams missed 7 free throws, but he knocked down 9. And if you listen to the Rockets home broadcast tonight, Craig Ackerman and Ryan Hollins, Craig pointed it out. Look, the math shows you the hacker strategy doesn't work if you knock down 1 of 2, unless you're just banging threes the entire time on the other end of the floor. Because every possessions in the NBA are worth just over a point per possession. So from the Rockets' standpoint, if they get 1 out of 2 every time, they're fine. And more often than not tonight, he was getting more than 1 out of 2. I think overall, a big part of this series, we are seeing one coach stick to his guns and not be afraid of deploying the team that has had so much success for him this season, and another coach that's playing or that's coaching with his tail tucked between his legs, and he's reverting to, honestly, because from the standpoint of we watched this for years with the Rockets when they had Dwight as well, and this isn't even just having a Rockets player that they employ this strategy against. From a viewership standpoint, it's ugly basketball. We all know it. That's why they've implemented the rules where you can't do it in the last 2 minutes. It's bad basketball. But that's where we're at. You've got Golden State and Steve Kerr so desperate against a Rockets team that offensively hasn't been, they're not a great offensive unit. They can win games, clearly. But that's what you've had to go and deploy is the Haka strategy. And it's not working out. And Steven Adams is having a massive impact on this series. Take a bow, sir. You deserve all the love, all the praise that you are getting because you have been absolutely tremendous. And the Rockets would not be here without that big man from New Zealand. I might just go in my kitchen after this and eat, I don't know if you ever had them, the little kiwi berries. Oh, man, they're from New Zealand? They're fantastic. Probably the best fruit I've ever had. I might just go eat some just to celebrate Steven Adams right after this. That's how jacked up I am right now. And it's almost midnight. And I'm old. And I'm tired. But you know what? The party keeps going. And it's going to keep going until Sunday night. They're back at the Toyota Center Sunday night. Looking to take down those Golden State Warriors. Looking to advance to the second round of the playoffs. And right now, I don't know about you guys. I feel really good. I feel like they have sucked the momentum out of this series. Now, look, you're still going to get your best punch from them, but if the Rockets do what they've done the last couple of games, which is come out and boom, punch them right in the mouth, get the physical style, and I think it's my favorite part overall of this series is that the Rockets have not conformed to what Golden State, they've not allowed Golden State to dictate the style of play. The Rockets have dictated the style of play. And if they can do that, and, of course, you keep your emotions in you and you're effective offensively, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go out there and you're going to have a game like you did the last couple of nights. We know that the crowd's going to be there behind you. I expect it to be a huge crowd at Toyota Center, to be as loud as it's ever been, because think about all the pain, Houston. We've had a lot of pain as Houston fans watching Golden State take care of the Rockets for years in the playoffs. Finally, this could be the time where the revenge is had and you knock them out in a Game 7 on your home floor, which we all know the last time that they did that, played one of these games, a Game 7 at Toyota Center against this Golden State team. It ended in pretty darn ugly fashion. I think that the result this time is going to be a lot different for the Houston Rockets than it was in that one, based off the way that they're playing and I think kind of the way that they've started to manhandle this series. You play that kind of defense, that suffocating style defense, you're going to absolutely control a lot of things. After the game wraps up Sunday night, which I haven't even looked. Have they announced the start time for this thing yet? On Sunday, what are they saying? 7:30 Sunday night at the Toyota Center. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Better be rocking. That's all I know. I just wanted to double check real quick before I told you guys goodbye what the exact Make sure that the timer's right. I just Googled and it said 7:30. Game number 7, Sunday, 7:30. Make it loud. Make it proud. Go out there and enjoy it. And, of course, when it ends Sunday night, come right back here to this channel. Join us for the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Celebrate it responsibly, of course. We'll talk again Sunday after the Rockets advance to the second round of the playoffs on the Locked On Rockets Postcast.